a lifetime.
This was such a fun movie. It seemed like it was a fun movie to make. For all three of you guys, how much fun did you have?
Yeah, it was sad when it was over. Really sad when it was over. And actually, it's the first movie I've been in where I kind of didn't want it to come out because I was like, then it's really over.
Well, you're working now.
Yeah, but then it's going to be over.
Yeah, because then you will go to streaming.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it was the whole process was just the most exhilarating experience, and I can't say that enough. And honestly, to Kerry's point, it really is kind of sad that it's over. I remember the last time I got out of the car, you know, and everyone at the garage was like, "Well done!" Like everyone was like shaking my hand, like, "Well done, D! Like you did it!" Da, da, da. And I was tearing up. I was like, "Man, that was my baby. The car was my baby." You know. So I didn't figure out how to get it over at the crib and just park it up at the house and look at it every day.
It's 2 years. It was a long time too, you know. So there was that as well.
Yeah, you made us all really sad now.
I see the tears.
Downer.
That's the other driver. You say he was old. He not that old. That's a handsome man right there.
What's he doing? Plan C. Be ready.
I mean, I've talked to you in particular for Snowfall. You had a show that was really popular, and then this summer you're coming out as like, I don't know if this is considered an action movie, but an action movie. I'm old enough to remember when we were watching Will Smith in The Fresh Prince. That summer was Independence Day, and then the rest is history. So I'm wondering, are we seeing an action star in the making?
Oof, I mean, you ask me in 30 years. I mean, I don't know if I could answer that question. I'm really just having fun, and I'm gravitating to parts that are fun. I manifested this. You know, I said to myself, not only do I want to work in the world of sports, but I want to work with people that I admire. So just being in the presence of, I mean, human beings like this who are absolutely sensational was just a dream come true.
Wow.
There you go. Thank you very much. Let me know how much is it. And where should I send the bill?
I think you could probably afford it.
Sonny's here for the audition.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
Can you just talk about Brad and Damson and their relationship? Because on screen it was dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, I think it echoes a little bit of their real-world personalities, which is also always great, you know? I mean, Damson, he's been, you know, working in television for a few years, but a relative newcomer to film. Brad, obviously, an icon, and they just had this natural chemistry from the start that was great, and you can feel it in the film as well.
And is it true that you guys like filmed in front of real fans?
Yeah, we shot this film at real Grand Prix races all over Europe and America and Abu Dhabi. F1 would give us slots to shoot between their practice qualifying sessions, and then we'd actually shoot during the race. You know, rather than having a few hours to shoot a scene, we might only have a few minutes, but the benefit is you're capturing the crowd, the energy, the sound of a real Grand Prix, and that's something you just can't fake. Lewis Hamilton, who's our producing partner on this film, weighed in to make sure that we had an authentic F1 story, and that Sonny Hayes came from a place that feels, you know, believable. He kind of came up with that idea of starting Sonny in endurance racing, which is how we find him. And we just kind of worked the story, you know, for a year and a half before, you know, we even started shooting.
I mean, logistically, it seems like it would be a lot, correct? Because I was watching the credits, and it's like 5, 6, 7 different cities, if not more.
We were in 10 different places. Around the world, we took a crew, and we built this car that Mercedes built and Joe helped design, and we had 6 of them. We had to ship them all around the world, and we built our own garage. We had to ship around the world. I mean, we were the 11th team. There are 10 teams in Formula One, 2 drivers to each team. It's the only sport where your teammate is your competitor. So that starts with great drama. We're right there. And that's what the basis of the story of these 2 characters who have to try to take this bad news bear or the gang that couldn't shoot straight to make this into a team that has to win one race.
Philippe Tanselang, 56 years old.
Google these names, didn't you?
Some people look at Sonny Hayes, they see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot.
Wow, Ruben, you are really selling this.
But I see a guy who makes teams better. I see.
Can you just talk about sparring on camera with Brad? Like, two film titans going back and forth. It was fun to watch.
I want to tell you one thing only. There was a moment where he's taking a shower, and I'm saying a lot of lines. I say to Joe, make sure that the shower is very high. That the door is, because if he's taking the shower,
No one's going to be listening.
I mean, who cares about what I say? And they did it. They put the door like this.
You can only see the top of his head.
So people can see me doing anything.
That's funny.
I mean, the chemistry seemed very, very wonderful between
He's
the
a
two.
beautiful man. He's fun to work with. He's easy. He's humble. He doesn't take himself seriously. And he, as Damson was saying before, he's really working hard for the others, make them look good, and really help as a producer, as the leader, to make everybody look good, to improve their work too. You know, he's very generous.
As are you.
Well, no, I'm not. I can be an asshole.
I would just watch you two all the
Then
time.
you got. Now you have the headline.
They'd be in the corner, like, just talking.
I'm an asshole.
And I'd just be watching them. Like, oh, look at this. It's so iconic.
That is funny. I'm struck by your character in particular. I think that it's inspirational. Can you just talk about playing a role where I personally think there are going to be a lot of women and young girls whose minds may now shift at possibilities of what they can do with their future careers?
Yeah, if they're into engineering and physics and all, that's a cool job to have, that you would travel like 10 months of the year with this team and go all over the world. And it is totally doable if you just study hard enough. You could be there. There are female strategists that do work on the pit wall and do work for teams. So I based my character off some of those ladies and then tried to make it a more all-rounded character, in the sense that sometimes if somebody spends so much time studying and trying to make their career or get to where they are, that they really didn't have a lot of time to be dating or to be going out. So maybe in those areas, that maybe she's a little more, shy or not as confident in herself. Sometimes when you see women in films who are just very, very confident, I was always like, I don't really know anybody who's really like that. I don't know a lot of women who are like uber confident in every aspect of their life. So I thought that would be nice to sort of represent more of a shyer, sweeter woman.
And you did it fantastic.
Thank you.
I agree. I love that role.
Thank you.
Kind of a fun question for you. Like, how fun was it to be able to actually speak in your natural accent? Because I know there are going to be a few Americans anyway that watch Snowfall that are going to look at this and be like, Damson, he has a pretty good British accent. he might need to work on it a little, but he did pretty good.
It was so interesting. It was like I was like clicking something off in my brain, and then that was then taken and used for something else. It really was interesting. I mean, have you done other acts? You have?
No, I have my Spanish accent 24/7.
but it was fun, and when I play parts with other accents, I stay in the accent all day while I'm on set. So this was like really fun to just be like
Relaxing,
Right,
yeah.
right,
morning, Kate.
I know.
Like, it was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man, 1,000 times.
Lastly, this is, deemed to be the blockbuster hit of the summer when it comes out. And, there's so much talk about, bringing theaters back. These days, it's expensive to go to the theaters. The average family may not be able to afford to go to the theater. So is there a rebound with big movies and fans going back to the theaters?
I think so. I think this summer's been great so far. We've had a couple of big films come out that have been really successful, and we want F1 to continue that momentum. It was designed to be seen on the biggest screen possible, with a big screen, big sound. That's the movie we set out to make, and certainly hope audiences come to see it.
This is an original movie, and there's not a lot of original big movies, and so that has to be applauded, that this is a new thing. It's not a remake or a sequel or anything. So, and there's new cameras in this movie that have never been used before. They were invented just for this movie. Sound departments, like an Oscar-winning sound department. So there's other aspects to the movie besides just the actors that make this so unique. So I hope people come, because it's kind of it's a family movie and a date movie.
Yes.
You don't have to be into Formula One. Yeah.
It's a movie full of heart, full of thrill, and unlike anything you've ever seen before.
There
Very
you go.
true. Very true.